Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something important, something many of us overlook. There is power in solitude. There is a gift in being single. Now, I'm not saying that you should never seek companionship, but I'm telling you this. Take this time to build yourself. Use this season of your life to become the best version of you. You see, one of the biggest mistakes people make is rushing into a relationship without first understanding who they truly are and what they want out of life. We get caught up in the idea that we need someone else to complete us, that somehow another person will fill the gaps in our lives. But I'm telling you right now, that's a dangerous mindset. Before you go looking for someone else, you've got to figure out your own purpose. You've got to understand what drives you, what fuels you. You've got to find that inner passion, that one thing that you were put on this earth to do. And that takes time. You can't go through life just hoping for the best. You've got to dig deep. You've got to explore what makes you tick, what excites you, what pushes you to get out of bed in the morning. When you know your purpose, everything becomes clear. Your decisions become sharper. You stop wasting time on things and people that don't align with who you are and where you're going. You can't be looking to someone else to define you. The truth is, when you don't know your own purpose, you'll end up getting into relationships for the wrong reasons. You'll be seeking validation, seeking love, seeking approval, but none of that will give you what you truly need. What you need is to find your calling, to walk confidently in your own shoes, and to create a life that's meaningful, whether you're single or not. So I challenge you, before you start looking for a partner, look inward. Ask yourself what kind of life you want to build. Ask yourself what makes you passionate. Get clear on what kind of person you want to be, and make sure that the person you invite into your life is someone who adds value, who aligns with your purpose. But first, make sure that your own purpose is firmly planted and you're walking in it. When you do that, everything else will fall into place. When you're single, you have an incredible opportunity to focus entirely on yourself, your growth, your development, your strengths. This is the time to build your foundation, to become the person you want to be, and to tap into your true potential. Too often, people neglect the importance of investing in themselves because they're too focused on external things like relationships or the approval of others. But the truth is, nobody will make you stronger but you. Your mind is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be trained. This is the time to sharpen your thinking, to feed your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and positive influences. Read books, take courses, engage with mentors, challenge yourself to think differently. Strengthening your mind means being able to handle whatever comes your way with resilience and clarity. It means having the tools to face adversity and keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. Your body is another area where you can build strength. Physical health isn't just about how you look, it's about how you feel and how you perform. If you want to feel confident and strong in your own skin, you've got to put in the work. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating right, getting enough sleep, or learning a new sport, the investment you make in your body will pay off in spades. When you feel physically strong, you carry yourself with more confidence, and that confidence spills over into every area of your life. But it's not just about the mind and body. There's emotional strength too. This is about learning to control your emotions rather than letting them control you. You see, emotional strength comes from self-awareness and self-control. It comes from being able to sit with discomfort, to process pain and challenges, and to rise from them even stronger. It's about being at peace with yourself, even when life gets tough. And this kind of strength is something you can cultivate when you're single, when you have the time and space to reflect, to heal, and to grow emotionally. Building your strengths also means developing your character, who you are at your core. What do you stand for? What do you value? What is your integrity like when nobody's watching? Strength isn't just about external accomplishments. It's about how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how you hold yourself accountable. It's about being the kind of person who, when they walk into a room, people can feel the power, the confidence, and the authenticity. When you're single, there's no one else to distract you from the work that you need to do on yourself. You have the time and the freedom to put in the effort to become the strongest, most capable version of yourself. And the beautiful thing is, the stronger you become, the more you attract the right energy into your life. You'll draw in the people, the opportunities, and the experiences that align with the powerful person you've worked so hard to become. So take this time seriously. Build your strengths in every area of your life. Become the kind of person who's not only strong, but unshakable. When you put in the work to build yourself up, you're setting yourself up for success no matter what the future holds. And when the time comes for a relationship, you'll know that you're entering it as the best version of yourself, fully equipped to thrive, not just survive. One of the hardest things for many people to grasp is understanding their own worth. It's easy to look at others and think that they have something special, that they have a unique value that you can't seem to find in yourself. But here's the truth. You are just as valuable as anyone else. And in some ways, you're even more valuable than you give yourself credit for. The problem is, too many of us are out here looking for validation from others, thinking that someone else's approval is what defines our worth. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need anyone else to tell you your value. You need to tell yourself. When you don't understand your worth, you allow people to treat you in ways that don't reflect the person you truly are. You settle for less because you think that's all you deserve. You stay in situations, whether they're relationships or jobs, that don't serve you because you haven't yet recognized that you are capable of so much more. But when you truly understand your worth, you stop settling. You stop allowing others to walk all over you, to take advantage of your kindness or your time. You start to demand the respect you deserve. And when you do, people will notice. This isn't about being arrogant or acting like you're better than anyone else. It's about knowing that you bring something valuable to the table, whether it's your talent, your kindness, your intellect, or your ambition. There is something unique about you that no one else can replicate. You are a one-of-a-kind person with skills, experiences, and qualities that set you apart. Recognizing that truth is the first step in respecting yourself. When you understand your worth, you don't need anyone else to validate it. You become your own source of confidence. But understanding your worth isn't just about what you bring to the table. It's also about understanding that you deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Too many of us have been taught to put others first, to give and give until there's nothing left for ourselves. We give our time, our energy, our hearts to others, but we neglect to give that same level of care to ourselves. When you understand your worth, you realize that you're just as worthy of respect, love, and care as anyone else. You set boundaries and you enforce them because you know that you're worth protecting. It also means understanding your potential. Your worth isn't just tied to who you are right now. It's about who you're becoming. Your past doesn't define you. Your future does. The dreams you have, the goals you set for yourself, the impact you want to make on the world, those are all a reflection of your potential. When you understand your worth, you stop letting the mistakes of your past hold you back. You stop thinking that you're not good enough because of what happened to you or what you did. You look at yourself and say, I'm not done yet. I am still growing, still evolving, and still becoming the person I am meant to be. The more you understand your worth, the more you'll realize that you don't need to chase after anything or anyone that doesn't align with your values. You'll stop trying to prove yourself to others because you already know that you are enough. You'll make better decisions in your life, your career, and your relationships because you'll stop settling for anything less than what you deserve. When you know your worth, you become fearless. You stop letting fear of rejection, failure, or judgment control your life. You walk in confidence knowing that you don't need anyone's approval to succeed. So take the time to understand your worth. Dig deep and find what makes you unique. Celebrate the qualities that set you apart and learn to appreciate the person you are becoming. Recognizing your own value will change everything for you. You'll stop looking outside of yourself for validation and start creating a life that reflects the incredible person you are. Your worth is not determined by anyone else's opinion. Your worth is inherent. And once you truly understand that, everything will shift. There's a powerful lesson in being able to heal from the past, and it's one that many people overlook or even avoid. We all have our scars, our wounds, the things that hurt us and shaped us along the way. But here's the thing. Those scars don't define us unless we let them. The past can either hold you back or propel you forward, depending on how you choose to deal with it. Healing isn't about forgetting what happened or pretending that the pain didn't exist. Healing is about understanding that the past is just that, the past. It no longer has the power to control your present unless you give it that power. Too often we carry our past with us like a heavy weight. We allow past mistakes, regrets, heartbreaks, and traumas to dictate how we live today. We walk into new relationships or opportunities with walls up, afraid that history will repeat itself, that we'll make the same mistakes or get hurt again. And while it's natural to be cautious, there's a difference between healthy caution and living in the shadow of the past. Healing is the key to breaking free of that shadow. Healing starts with acknowledging the pain. You can't move forward if you refuse to face what's holding you back. You need to give yourself permission to feel. Don't suppress the emotions. Don't hide from them. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel anger, disappointment, or sadness, but you cannot let those emotions control your life. Feel them, process them, and then let them go. It's a difficult but necessary step. And once you've allowed yourself to feel, you must make a conscious decision to move forward. You can't live in the past and expect to build a bright future. The energy you give to the past is energy you're taking away from your present and your future. One of the hardest parts of healing is forgiving not just others, but also yourself. We all make mistakes. We all fall short. But you cannot keep punishing yourself for something that's already been done. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It doesn't mean that what happened was okay, but it means you're no longer willing to let that pain control you. You are bigger than the mistakes you made or the wrongs that have been done to you. When you forgive, you're freeing yourself. You're giving yourself the space to grow and evolve. Without forgiveness, you'll stay stuck, but with it, you open the door to healing, growth, and new possibilities. Once you've done the work to heal, the real magic happens when you start to grow from it. Your past doesn't just have to be something you recover from. It can be the very thing that helps you evolve into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. You don't just survive the pain, you learn from it. The experiences that once seemed like setbacks can become the foundation for the wisdom you carry with you moving forward. The lessons you've learned from overcoming hardships can shape the decisions you make in the future. They'll help you navigate life with more awareness, more strength, and more compassion. Growth from the past also means not letting it control your identity. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the person you were back then. If anything, the person you are today is someone who has learned, who has grown, who has overcome. The more you embrace this truth, the more powerful you become. Every challenge you faced has only contributed to the person you are becoming. And with that understanding, you can move forward with confidence, knowing that no matter what comes your way, you have the strength to handle it. As you continue to heal, it's essential to give yourself the gift of time. Healing isn't a quick process. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that requires patience, self-compassion, and commitment. You can't rush it. But trust that with each day, with each step forward, you'll become stronger, you'll grow. And as you do, you'll begin to understand that your past doesn't have the power to define you. You are the author of your story, and the story is far from over. So take this time to heal. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Learn from your experiences and allow those lessons to shape you into the person you're meant to be. When you heal and grow from your past, you not only create a better future for yourself, but you also become someone who can offer healing and wisdom to others. You become a beacon of strength, a living testament that no matter what you've been through, you can rise above it and create the life you deserve. You see, the life you want isn't going to build itself. It's not going to just show up at your door one day waiting for you to open it. You have to go out there and create it. Every choice you make, every step you take, and every action you commit to adds a brick to the foundation of the life you're building. You don't just wait for life to happen to you. You make life happen for you. Building the life you want starts with vision. You need to get clear on what it is you actually want. Too many people live their lives in a fog, reacting to circumstances instead of actively creating their future. They let life dictate the terms, and as a result, they end up in situations they never planned for. But when you have a clear vision for your life, you set the direction. You decide what your life will look like, and you take action to make it happen. Now, I'm not talking about some vague dream or wish. I'm talking about clarity. What do you want in your career? What do you want in your relationships? What kind of person do you want to become? Where do you want to live? And what kind of experiences do you want to have? If you don't know the answers to these questions, it's time to sit down with yourself and get serious about your vision. When you know what you want, everything else becomes easier. You stop wasting time on things that don't align with your goals, and you start making decisions that bring you closer to the life you've envisioned. Once you have that vision, you have to back it up with action. Dreams are only powerful if you're willing to work for them. This isn't about wishing for a better life, hoping that one day things will magically fall into place. This is about committing to the process. This is about putting in the work day in and day out. You won't always feel motivated, and the road won't always be smooth. There will be setbacks, challenges, and days when you question whether it's all worth it. But let me tell you something, it's all part of the process. Every obstacle you face is shaping you, molding you into the person who can handle the life you're building. Creating the life you want also requires sacrifice. You have to be willing to let go of the things, people, or habits that are holding you back. It might mean cutting out the distractions, staying focused on your goals, and saying no to things that aren't serving your purpose. It's not easy, but it's necessary if you want a life that's different from what you've had. You can't keep doing the same things. You have to raise your standards and refuse to settle for anything less than what you truly deserve. The people you surround yourself with will also play a crucial role in building the life you want. You can't keep company with people who are holding you back, who are stuck in negativity, or who don't share your vision. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're serious about building the life you want, you need to be around people who inspire you, challenge you, and help you grow. Seek out relationships that support your goals and align with the person you're striving to become. And remember, it's okay to outgrow people who no longer align with your vision. You can love them from a distance, but you can't let them stop you from reaching your full potential. You also have to build the right mindset. You need to be mentally strong, adaptable, and persistent. The life you want will require resiliency. There will be hard times, failures, and moments when you feel like giving up. But the key to success isn't in avoiding failure, it's in how you respond to it. When things get tough, you have to keep pushing. When you face rejection or setbacks, you have to keep going. The greatest successes come from the greatest perseverance. One of the most powerful things you can do in building the life you want is to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter how big or impossible they may seem. If you don't believe in your own potential, nobody else will. Confidence isn't about arrogance. It's about knowing that you have what it takes to succeed. When you believe in yourself, you make bold moves, take risks, and step outside of your comfort zone. Finally, as you work towards building the life you want, never forget to enjoy the journey. Success isn't just about the destination. It's about the person you become along the way. The experiences, the lessons, the growth, it all matters. So don't get so focused on the end goal that you miss the beauty of the process. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate your progress, acknowledge how far you come, and keep moving forward with faith and purpose. Building the life you want isn't an overnight process. It's a lifelong journey, one that requires dedication, persistence, and an unwavering belief in your potential. But when you take control of your life, when you set your vision, put in the work, and never give up on yourself, you'll create a life that's beyond anything you could have imagined. So get to work. The life you want is waiting for you to build it. So stay single, not because you're afraid of love, but because you understand that your best investment right now is you. Build yourself. And when the right person comes along, they'll see what you've created and they'll respect that. But you need to be whole first. Stay single, build yourself, and the world will come to know your greatness. And